Yes, fight fans, boxing fans, welcome once again to your irrefutably, undisputably, your number one boxing content channel. As always, we appreciate obviously your support. It allows us to bring you the absolute best in your boxing content. So make sure you like, make sure you follow, make sure you share, and carry on joining us on this journey. If you've just landed and just arrived at Upfront Boxing, then welcome. You've checked yourself into the irrefutable, undisputed place for all your boxing content. But let's get straight into this video, and this is an absolute mammoth of a boxing video presentation. You've got Francis Ngannou, the Predator, the most dominant UFC heavyweight champion in the past decade or more, being recognised by the Guinness Book of Records as the hardest punch on the planet. You've got Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, 99.8% knockout ratio, 41 knockouts in 49 fights. Absolutely dominant, been knocking absolutely everybody out. Now these two and the worlds look like they may collide. What an absolute massive of a fight it could be. And let's just obviously break this all down. So obviously you've got Francis Ngannou, dominant in UFC, undisputed champion since obviously John Jones come along. But both the behemoths, the best of the best obviously in UFC, has recently come back in the PFL. Dominant performance, but looking obviously to missing out his boxing. And he obviously went against the WBC World Heavyweight title at the time against Tyson Fury in the baddest of the planet, the whole inception, the whole start of the Riyadh season, and where obviously we are today, where us, the fight fans, the boxing fans, are enjoying the massive nights of boxing that we've enjoyed consecutively, time again. But this is another one out there that you probably wouldn't have seen happening, may happen. And if it does happen, it is an absolute monster. It's two of the hardest punchers on the planet, two of the biggest knockout ratios in combat sports, in boxing. And Francis Ngannou has obviously been calling Deontay Wilder out. Now, Francis Ngannou has gone back, as we just said, to the PFL, made a dominant performance. Maybe this is his chance to look back to come in boxing, put an emphatic, obviously, performance when he fought Tyson Fury, the WBC, obviously world champion at the time, knocked the WBC on the mattress. It was meant to be a complete mixed match. It was meant to be the dominant UFC champion against the current WBC champion at the time. And obviously, we see how that went. It wasn't exactly Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King's best night, but it was a brilliant performance, and Francis Ngannou put in a good performance. And what a story, what a journey. And then obviously you got Deontay Wilder, 49 fights, 41 knockouts, 10 years undefeated as WBC champion. Absolutely, clinically, everyone that's been standing in his way, he's clinically knocked him out. Now, obviously, the measuring stick here is, you've seen what obviously he done against Tyson Fury. You then see what Anthony Joshua done to Francis Ngannou. So what happens when these two obviously collide and get together? It is absolutely TNT, nuclear punching power. And the question is, after the recent performances of Deontay Wilder, who's just come back, looking overly not brilliant, but maybe lost their confidence, lost that touch after them 3 grueling trilogy fights with Tyson Fury, but however got the clinical performance, did get the victory, still says that he wants to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. And obviously, as he's always said, it's literally they have to be perfect for half an hour. He only has to be perfect for 2 seconds. And he has got the clinical, absolutely power. We obviously see the myths of the ghost of Tyson Fury in that first fight between Deontay Wilder and obviously Tyson Fury rising from the ashes. No one had done that previously in any of the 49 fights or 39 fights that Deontay Wilder fought previously. And it is just, as you see, just clinical, devastating knockout power. Recent performances, obviously he lost against Joseph Parker, he lost to Zhilei Zhang, and obviously this is the renaissance, this is the rejoice. He's confident, he's sharp, he wants to fight, he's looking for a fight as well. And these two, it's not the first time that Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder are obviously meet. As you can see here, they predominantly said they were going to fight. They'd love to obviously get it on. I think it would be a massive interest for the casuals. It'd be massive in the sense for boxing. And when these two guys have been arguably scientifically proven, especially Francis Ngannou, as the hardest punching power on the planet, it is only going to go one way, and that is somebody who's going to get knocked out. But the measuring, obviously, how well Francis Ngannou done against Tyson Fury, the performances recently of Deontay Wilder, but then obviously look at the 39 fights, clinically unstoppable, 10 years as WBC champion. whether the, rankings and whether the WBC covered it. There was lots of rumours and speculation. Certain fights weren't happening. Missed up the opportunities to face Anthony Joshua, undisputed. Finally got in there with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury offered after that fight fell through. Lots of politics, lots of everything else, but that's neither here or there. But you just got to look at the records, got to look at the power, got to look at the absolute performances when they're both at their best. And it is literally the nuclear of heavyweight boxing. You can't get no bigger than this. And I think what would be interesting if they done a massive night of heavyweight boxing. Can you imagine if you had Francis Ngannou against Deontay Wilder, maybe throw in obviously Eddie Hall and somebody there, and just done a behemoth of massive of heavyweight fight nights. But that's just a suggestion, but keep it locked, keep it up front boxing. Let us know what you think on that fault. But what do you make of this fight? The Predator, Francis Ngannou, calling out Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, two of the biggest punchers in world boxing, in world mixed martial arts, in world fighting entertainment. Let us know. Keep it locked. Keep it up front boxing. What do you make of this fight? Ngannou, Wilder, Ngannou. It's going to be a massive TNT knockout. Keep it locked. Keep it up front boxing. We'll see you on the next.